improving the routing and scheduling of 4 established routes, and incorporating 2 bus routes into other service. A new rail line is also part of the plan. The Pink Line will travel the same route as the 54th Cermak branch of the Blue Line to Polk Station, then travel across the recently rehabilitated tracks along Paulina to join the Green Line at Ashland, and travel through the loop on the elevated tracks. The experimental service is designed to benefit customers with more frequent service, faster travel times, and better connections between CTA bus and rail. The changes to the West Side and West Suburban bus routes include establishing 3 new express routes: the X9 Ashland Express, the X20 Madison Washington Express, and the X54 Cicero Express, which connects CTA customers to Chicago's 2 airports.
The X54 Cicero Express route will connect to the Jefferson Park Blue Line of the O'Hare branch, which allows that connection to O'Hare Airport. In addition, on the southern end, it'll connect to Midway Orange Line Station.
2 new local bus routes also help improve CTA customers' daily commutes. The number 38 Ogden-Taylor route links the West Side to Metra's Ogilvie and Union Stations, UIC, and the Illinois Medical District. Also, the new number 127 Roosevelt-Madison Circulator replaces the number 127 Northwest Madison route and connects Roosevelt Station on the Orange, Red, and Green lines, Metra stations, and the Illinois Medical District. As part of the bus service enhancements, 4 existing West Side routes are being extended, and 4 other existing routes are adjusting routes and schedules. Here's a look at the routes slated for improvement.
7 Harrison, 21 Cermak, 37 Sedgwick, 52 Kedzie, California, 52A South Kedzie, 86 Narragansett Ridgeland, 90 Harlem, and 91 Austin.
All of the bus service enhancements will take effect customers to think pink. The new Pink Line service starts June 25th. Here's a look at how the new Pink Line will work. Pink Line trains will operate from 54th Cermak, making all stops along the line to Polk Street Station, where trains will travel across the Paulina Connector to share the tracks with Green Line trains at Ashland and Clinton stations. The Pink Line will continue to the loop and travel on the elevated tracks along with Green and Orange Line trains, stopping at all elevated loop stations. Then travel back to Clinton and Ashland, back across the Paulina Connector to Polk Station, then travel west back to 54th Cermak. The 54th Cermak Blue Line will continue to operate during morning and evening rush hours. It will operate from the 54th Cermak station in Cicero and connect with the Forest Park branch of the Blue Line along the Eisenhower Expressway and continue into the loop via the Dearborn Street subway. During rush hours, customers along the branch will experience increased service and have the option of either the Pink Line or the 54th Cermak Blue Line. In addition, service on the Blue Line's Forest Park branch will increase. The Pink Line got its name after nearly 600 students from kindergarten to 8th grade nominated colors to name the new line, along with essays explaining their choice and how transit service was important to their communities. The author of the winning essay receives a $1,000 U.S. savings bond and the chance to be one of the first to ride the new Pink Line. So join the CTA as it tests out the new, improved West Side and West Suburban service.
Hopefully they will find that the service we provide does really fill our mission, linking people with jobs and communities.
For further information, log on to www.transitchicago.com, email ctahelp@transitchicago.com, or call 1-888-YOUR-CTA.
The number 21 Cermak bus will take us east toward Halstead, in a neighborhood that blends the old and the new. Just transfer to the number 8 Halstead Street bus, head north a few blocks to the Roosevelt stop, and step right into University Village, our destination.
University Village. Step off the number 8 at Halstead and Roosevelt, and you're in the heart of University Village, a 58-acre named for its proximity to the University of Illinois at Chicago campus. The area boasts 800 residences for UIC students, with an additional 750 dorms in the new Schuylkill Towers, which is currently under construction. The dorms blend with a collection of new housing, including historic lofts, condos, and townhomes. Tree-lined streets and open green space add a real neighborhood feel. A centerpiece of the community is University Marketplace, hosting a number of shops and restaurants that are bringing in the crowds. One place you can meet the locals and take in the scene is a new restaurant on Maxwell Street, Hash Browns. Bring a big appetite when you sit down at Hash Browns. They're cooking up standard breakfast fare, but with a twist. Be sure to try their house specialty, which keeps customers coming back for more.
The hash browns. I've tried to replicate them at home, and I've come close, but I haven't really hit it yet. So I'm still trying, but that's definitely a reason to come back.
Hash Browns are made with sweet potatoes or white potatoes. And if you like your spuds, you can even order an entire plate of them. Hash Browns customers are also coming through the door for the omelets, which are all about Chicago. A favorite is the Maxwell Street omelet.
What's in it alone explains Maxwell Street, you know? The Polish, grilled onions, and a pork chop. That explains it all here. Anyone that comes here loves it. They really do. So once I get you in the door, you'll be back. You'll acquire a taste for one of my omelets. Everything is fresh, nothing's frozen.
With a full belly, you might be looking for someplace to relax.
So from Macoupin and Montgomery County, that's the one a little bit further to the north there that does include Carlinville and Raymond.
Chicago original that
yes,
first opened in Old Town in 1963.
Expires in 23 minutes, excuse me. That is until we get to about
University Village in 2004. Still, what makes Barbara's unique is the books you'll find at the store.
It's not a cookie-cutter corporate store. We cater to very literary-minded people. We carry all the same mainstream books that you might find in some of the other bigger stores, but we also carry a lot of what I would consider middle-tier publishers, books that you don't find in your typical bookstore.
Barbara's takes a very personal approach when it comes to book selling. The staff are book lovers themselves, and you can find out their thoughts on certain books by reading their handwritten recommendations.
Everybody in the store has their own genre that they really pay attention to, so you usually find in all of our bookstores someone that has an idea about all of the different topics.
Barbara's has pulled in some big names in literature over the years, including President Bill Clinton. And if you're looking for a signed copy of a book from a visiting author, Barbara's may have it, as signed copies are also sold in the store. If you not only want a recommendation on a good book, but also want a good bottle of wine, step a few doors down from Barbara's to Lush Wine and Spirits. This new wine store specializes in boutique wines from around the world.
We focus on very small and artisanal boutique wineries, and so that way you always get a new product that you've never seen before, heard it before, and we just celebrate diversity.
Whether you're a connoisseur or new to the world of wine, Lush will help you find a bottle that's just right. And you can taste the wine before you buy.
Down here is a little bit dusty, a little darker. They can taste new labels, they can taste
So step on board the number 8 Halstead bus and head to University Village, where you can enjoy a big breakfast, a good book, and a unique glass of wine while you explore one of Chicago's hottest new neighborhoods.
Boarding the Red Line, a popular route this time of year for baseball fans, especially those heading to the Crosstown Series.
Emily,
It provides a direct link between our town's two major league ballparks, and is one more way the CTA is keeping its customers on the move.
As the Sox and Cubs battle it out in the Crosstown Series, the CTA is once again celebrating our hometown teams. Twice during the baseball season, the American League Chicago White Sox and the National League Chicago Cubs face off in a 3-game series. One series in White Sox territory and the other on the Cubs' home turf. for bragging rights as to which Chicago team is the winning crosstown rival. This is the 9th year
Amazon
that
hates
CTA
this, but
has
there's
handed
nothing they
out
can
its
do to stop it.
commemorative
There's a
posters
new electric
to
lighter out there, and it's
for
got the
each of the
firepower.
crosstown series games.
One loves the Sox and one loves the Cubs. They share a room together, so it's a perfect poster as well.
Since the red line is one thing the Sox and Cubs have in common, that's where the posters can be found. They were handed out at 35th Street Station for the U.S. Cellular games, and next they'll be at Addison Station during the Wrigley games on June 30th and July 1st and 2nd. The posters are available starting about 90 minutes before a game. The CTA is also producing commemorative fair cards in the same style of the poster. The Crosstown Series posters and fair cards are designed by Chicago artist Steve Musgrave.
And the interesting thing is, in a especially these posters, I picture some kid hanging it up on their wall, so I figure that's part of their surrounding, so it's like their personal art.
The poster making process begins with Steve creating a number of sketches. Follows the style of illustrator Otis Shepard, who designed the program for the
He was just a genius. Did a lot of work with real simple shapes and nice simple gradations, nice airbrush stuff. And I always think about him when I'm doing these pieces.
Steve provides the CTA with a number of sketches to choose from, and each year the design is changed according to the series games.
Whoever is on top of the poster or mentioned first is the team whose part the first games are played. This year it's the White Sox because they start at Cellular. Last year it was the Cubs, they started at Wrigley. So that's nice. It changes every year, so it's not.
And train service to accommodate heavier crowds. Here's a look at how the CTA can take you to both ballparks.
Hello, Addison. 22 Clark. 152 Addison. 154 Wrigley Field. The Green Line Bronzeville, 35th.
So be sure to take the CTA to crosstown games and pick up a commemorative poster along the way.
Whether by rail or bus, the CTA provides a link between Chicago's many neighborhoods, as well as 40 suburbs. It's a great way to explore local treasures, like the Hyde Park Art Center, our last stop.
Last stop!
The doors have opened at the new home of the Hyde Park Art Center. Grab your art supplies and head down to the center's new location at 5020 South Cornell in Hyde Park. Inside the new facility, you'll find art classes for children and adults in ceramics, painting, drawing, and even digital art. The 32,000 square foot building offers a lot of space for art classes, exhibitions, and discussions. And it will allow the Hyde Park Art Center to serve the community in a big way.
Hyde Park Art Center was founded in 1939 by a group that really wanted to create a new kind of institution that would be much more connected with community, be much more accessible, but at the same time was showing contemporary art. And so they formed the Hyde Park Art Center. And the center has really stayed true to that mission ever since in all of its success.
The Hyde Park Art Center offers classes daily from morning until late in the evening. So stop by and explore the artist in you.
We'll tell you more about the Hyde Park Art Center next month. We begin another journey around Chicagoland on the CTA. I'm Dale Rivera. See you in July.